Court's in session, phones on silent, brains on. Today's defendant is a single number, spoken at a NATO press conference on Wednesday. 25 million. That, the president said, is how many people crossed the border under Biden, and then he added, "I think more than that." Ladies and gentlemen, that number is not color commentary. It is the factual predicate for the entire border emergency. The deportation campaign, the expedited removals, the extraordinary powers, all of it is priced against that number. So today we ask the only question that matters. Does the number survive contact with the government's own ledger? Exhibit A. The claim, in his exact words, quote, 25 million people, I think more than that, under Biden. 25 million people. Not encounters, not events, not paperwork, people. That is a checkable claim about a count the federal government itself keeps, updated monthly, published for anyone to read. And the verdict on it, from the fact-checkers who ran the numbers, was not misleading, was not exaggerated, it was false. Let me show you exactly how false. Call the counting agency. Customs and Border Protection is the arm of the federal government whose literal job is to record every single encounter at the border, and its books run right through the end of the Biden term. The total, nationwide, through December 2024, under 11 million encounters. 11, against a claim of 25. That is not rounding up. That is not stretching. The claim is more than double what the government's own count shows, and the count belongs to the same government making the claim. Now, because this court does not win on technicalities, let's be as generous to the claim as the evidence allows. Border officials also estimate roughly 2.2 million gotaways, people who were detected but not stopped. Add every single one of them to the ledger, and you get to about 13 million. Still not halfway, still miles from 25. And here's the part that makes even that number generous. An encounter is an event, not a person. One migrant stopped 3 times is 3 encounters and 1 human being, and the pandemic-era expulsions produced exactly that kind of repeat counting. So the true number of individual people is smaller than the 11 million, not larger. So the record reads like this. Claimed, 25 million people, possibly more. Recorded, under 11 million encounters, with every benefit of every doubt, about 13 million events, and fewer actual human beings than that. CNN's fact-check put the gap in 2 words, nowhere close. There is no version of this arithmetic, no rounding, no methodology, no benefit of the doubt that carries 11 to 25. The number was not miscounted, jury. It was manufactured. Cross-examination. Why inflate a number the government itself publishes? Because emergency powers are priced by the size of the emergency. Every extraordinary measure at the border, removals without hearings, expedited deportations, the powers that keep getting tested in court, rests on the scale of the problem it claims to answer. A problem of 25 million buys powers that a problem of 11 million never could. The number is not describing the crisis, jury. The number is the crisis. It is doing the work the evidence cannot. From the docket. And you will notice a pattern because it happened at the same summit. Yesterday, this court tried the claim that Greenland is surrounded by Chinese and Russian warships. The Allies' own commander counted the ships. 0. Today, the border. The government's own agency counted the crossings. 11, not 25. Same week, same podium, same move. Invent the scale of a threat, then collect the powers the threat justifies. A phantom fleet buys a claim on an island. A phantom 14 million buys an emergency. Watch the number, jury. The number is always the permission slip. And the damages, because a manufactured number lands on real people. The people swept up first because enforcement gets scaled to the emergency on the poster, not the one in the ledger. And the difference between 25 million and 11 million is the difference in how hard and how fast that machine runs. And then everyone else, because a public told there was an invasion of 25 million is being asked to approve extraordinary measures against a number its own government cannot find. The border can be a serious policy problem at 11 million encounters. Serious problems get real debates. Invented ones just get powers. The verdict. Did 25 million people cross the border under Biden? The government's own count says under 11 million encounters, about 13 million with every gotaway included, and fewer unique human beings than that, because encounters are events, not people. The claim is false, and it is not the careless kind of false. It is the useful kind, the kind that prices an emergency and pays for the powers. The Constitution does not carry an asterisk for imaginary invasions. Case closed, jury. Check the ledger, not the podium. I'm Madeline, and this is Pixel Politics.